Today we're being invited to pause, to reflect, to reassess our life's path. We're being encouraged to slow down, to take a closer look at past decisions, ongoing projects, our relationships. It's a moment in time. It's a moment in time to address what needs to be revisited, to resolve lingering issues, and prepare for the future with much greater clarity, a strength, a knowledge, a wisdom, a courage, a confidence. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery, unlocking your path of transformation, gaining an understanding of how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. And welcome to your daily focus, August the 5th, 2024. So today we have the energy of the 5. The 5 energy is all about creating joy and happiness, giggles, laughter. It's about allowing your self-expression to flow, your creativity to flow. And if we look at the daily numerology, it would be an 8 plus a 5 plus an 8, which gives us a 21. And the 21 marks this beautiful moment in time where there is a brand new path awaiting us. But there are some things that we need to deal with before we actually step into that path. So it's about tying up loose ends. 2 plus 1 is a 3. That's our creativity. That is our curiosity. That is allowing the transformation to happen and to be in control of the transformation. We are always transforming, but are you conscious of where you are transforming in your life? Or are you just letting things happen to you rather than creating the experience for yourself? The sun is in Leo and the moon is in Leo till about 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then it'll move into Virgo. And I guess the highlight for today is Mercury goes stationary retrograde. It's one of the most known, or at least the most talked about, transits in the sky. Mercury goes retrograde about 3 times each year, and during these times, we need to slow down. We need to reflect, reassess, review, revisit. Basically, we're being sent backwards a bit in our thoughts, in our conversations, our actions. And it's a time when old issues can resurface. People from the past can re-enter our life. We usually experience glitches and malfunctions with anything technical. Okay, so, there's been so many Mercury retrogrades where, it's like my son will say, well, we better get that in and get it looked at. And I'll go, oh, just give it 2 weeks. It'll be fine again. And usually it is. But anything technical, absolutely. Printers, computers, phones, cars. We should expect delays and disruptions of our day-to-day routines, okay? Especially when it comes to travel plans and travel arrangements, okay? Something will happen that puts you behind schedule or puts the thing that you were meeting, the train, the bus, the plane, it's delayed for some reason. Things just don't go together seamlessly. And there is a very increased potential for misunderstandings. Reread that email or text before you send it out. Think about what you're wanting to say, okay? And then read it and see what you're actually saying, okay? Communications are so far from ideal during this time. We need to be willing to be flexible, to have a patience during a Mercury retrograde. We can emerge so much stronger and far more confident in our thoughts, our voice, our actions. Okay, so what happens is Mercury stays very close to the sun. And so here's the sun and here's Mercury along the way. And then Mercury gets all the way in front of the sun. And this is why we can't really see Mercury that often in the sky, is because the sun is usually too bright for us to actually see Mercury beside it. But Mercury gets so far out front and then it stops. Now, it's our perception of how we see it. The planet itself doesn't move backwards, but our perception is that Mercury actually moves backwards behind the sun and then starts to advance again towards the sun to pass it. So it's like this pendulum, okay? So here we are, okay? And Mercury goes past and then goes, oh, hang on a second. and starts to go back. So this is how some of the things we essentially walk the same path backwards, and some of the things, you know, where we thought we set some clear boundaries and, you know, everything's good to go, and now it's up for the topic of discussion again. Or you thought you finished that project in great detail, and now they want a review of this or that, or they want this addition or a change here, or they don't understand that over there. It comes back up again. Okay, so any kind of issues, any kinds of problems, any kinds of situations, okay, and it goes back over the event, and we pick up information around this time. Okay, so that's a very valuable thing to know, that if we are open to it, that we actually pick up information. Now it comes back through one more time. So we've lived it, we reviewed it, and now it comes back, and this is what gives us our great strength, because we did. Okay, it's a time to slow down. It's a time to take things at a slower pace. You know, double check your emails. Be patient with any delays or misunderstandings. They're going to happen. Use this time to reflect on past decisions, projects, situations in our relationships. If you're having a meaningful, honest conversation right now, do not think that you have solved it, okay? It'll probably come up a couple more times before you really have it cemented in what that conversation was about and how it changed everything going forward, you know? It's a time to ask yourself, okay, what worked there? What didn't? What did I learn from that experience? And that gives us the true clarity, the knowledge, the understanding in order to go forward with the strength, with the confidence. Because we have that extra time to review our steps, to make sure we're stepping in the right footsteps, in the right footsteps, taking the right footsteps in order to go forward. You want to, under this kind of energy, you know, back up your data in case there's some kind of technical glitch and all your data is lost. You want that backup. Be clear in your communications. I can't overemphasize that. And most warn about signing important documents during this time. Sometimes we must. Okay, it's as simple as that. Sometimes we can't say, well, I'll sign it in a month because, you know, Mercury's retrograde right now. So if you can delay, great, then delay it. But if it's something that you have gone over with a fine-tooth comb, you've done a lot of research, you've gone over it, and most of it was decided prior to the retrograde even coming into existence, then yeah, I would feel very confident in signing something. The main thing in rushing in too quickly is that we miss something, or we overlook important facts, which is quite the energy. Okay, that's the energy we're going through, so we'll miss those important facts. Perhaps more information becomes available to you than was previously known to you. It was hidden before. This could happen. Let's say you're going to sign a contract for a year's worth of work, and you've negotiated your terms, and you could sign on it, but Mercury retrograde might open you up to a conversation where somebody else just signed on the dotted line and they got a company car for the year as well, or they got X number of dollars, or they get an extra week off, or 4 sick days, or whatever it might be in their contract. And so you can go back and renegotiate for better terms because certain things are made aware at this time. So yeah, we may encounter some challenges, some misunderstandings, travel delays, technical glitches. But please remember that these obstacles are opportunities to practice patience and communicate more clearly. And yes, I'm going to do a plug because I said that. Obstacles into opportunities. Remember that. It'll mean something at the end of all of this to you. Communicate more clearly. Remain flexible is probably flexible, and patient is probably the two things that we take is the biggest takeaway for us under this time. It's about using the present moment to reflect on the past and make thoughtful adjustments, tweaks to go forward with the strength. Okay, so blatant plug just because I said that. And you know, I've been here for years. I've done this prior to YouTube. I've been here on YouTube for 10 years, and I've been providing guidance over really about 30 years now. And you pick up on certain patterns, certain things that just keep coming up when I'm trying to guide people, when I'm trying to coach people. And I've come up with 3 superpowers to turn obstacles into opportunities. I put together a 5-video workshop. and it's based on the book that will be released soon. And it's called The Art of Turning Obstacles into Opportunities. Now, I combined it with August 2024, marking the first anniversary of my newsletter. So I put out a newsletter a year ago. It looks nothing like it is today. It probably won't look anything like it in a year from now, but there is a huge amount of information now in there for you to guide you through each and every month successfully. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for standing behind me, for subscribing to the newsletter, and then allowing it, like you didn't cancel the next week or anything. You guys totally rock. I thank you so much for your support. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And as a thank you, being a subscriber to my newsletter, I thought it would be a fun thing to do to put this workshop completely free out to you for a limited time. So if you subscribe to the newsletter, then the newsletter is probably in your mailbox right now. Simone, is your mailbox full? If you're not a subscriber of the newsletter, it's just follow the link at the end of the video. Go to my website, and there you'll find the sign up form. It should be a pop-up right off the bat. Okay, a big thank you though for everybody. I can't believe actually the amount of people that are actually clicking the play button on that. And you'll receive one video a week for the next 5 weeks. So watch your email, and thank you for signing up. And I jam-packed it with information. I really do think that I put a lot in there to help you grow, strengthen who you are, and understand that there are opportunities all around you all the time. And it's seeing them, it's identifying them, it's understanding them. Okay, let's go to the cards. Our underlying energy for today is, look at this, the 10 of Pentacles appears. This is the yes card. So where you put your energy, where you put your focus on a day like today, yes is the answer. Yes, you will gain success because of what you are doing today. What you're saying yes to, what you're saying perhaps no to. Well, pay attention what you're saying no to, because it could bring in more success. It could put you right in place to the starting line of that opportunity or that career or that relationship that you want to step into. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles here, the yes card underwriting this entire reading. Our first card is the 2 of Pentacles. So Pentacles and Pentacles, it definitely is about our prosperity, growing our abundance, and growing our own inner strength. That we feel balanced, we feel in control, we feel like we've got this kind of energy. The 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, it's going to be a very busy time. There's a lot happening. There's dramas happening. There's chaos over here. There's all kinds of little things popping up all over the place to take your focus away from those ships coming in. Filled with the abundance, filled with the prosperity that you have been asking for. And so try and veer your focus back to where it needs to be. So I'm going to ask you, where is your focus? And is that focus where it needs to be? And keep reminding yourself throughout the day, you know, what am I focusing on right now? Well, I'm focusing on Aunt Edith and Uncle Charlie, and, you know, they've been together 41 years, and now they're talking about breaking up, and I'm just beside myself, and I don't know what to do about it. Let it go. They'll have to work it out on their own right now. The important thing is you look at you. You can't do much for that anyway, so you're just allowing worry and concern to get in the way of truly what you want to step into. Okay, it's an obstacle kind of thrown in there to throw you off your path. Will you keep your focus? Will you keep your attention? Today is a day where you want to keep your focus and attention on those ships. And that's not to say if those ships leave that you've missed the opportunity. That opportunity will come around again. Okay, if it's supposed to be in your path, it will be in your path. It'll just come in a different way at a different time. But it still will present itself to you. But wouldn't we rather just grab it the first time around? The 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups tells me that, you know, in this situation, I'm thinking that what is holding you back from actually turning your focus on those ships coming in? Where do you think that you won't be successful? Or, you know, maybe I'll be a failure and everybody will laugh and point at me. Or maybe everybody will think I'm odd if I go this direction. What if I actually accomplished it? What would my life even be like then? I have no idea. It's actually scary to think about. I wouldn't know. I don't know if I could handle it. They won't accept me anymore. They won't love me anymore. They won't invite me to the family dinners anymore if I go ahead and do this. There's all kinds of things that make us just curl up and say, you know what, last time I tried that, didn't turn out so good. I don't think I'll ever try it again. And okay, if it's something like riding a bike for a first time, how sensible is that? So think of your life as getting on and learning how to ride a bicycle. Each and every time you step into something new. Yeah, it looks impossible, right? 2 wheels, 2 paddles. I'm supposed to sit on that little skinny seat. Where's my brakes again? This little tiny handle. Are you kidding me? But slowly but surely, we learned how to ride the bike. And because the first time we wiped out, we didn't say, okay, I can't do it. It's not happening. And eventually, you learn how to ride your bike. So what you are stepping into that is new, that is different, or what's calling you, I should say, almost calling you to step into the experience. It could be scary. Sure, it could be. But you need to face that fear. You need to face that anxiety. You need to understand what is truly holding you back. What is the reason behind it? I can almost guarantee you it's an emotion. And then work. Under a Mercury retrograde is the perfect time to work on moving past that fear, moving past that anxiety, stepping into your greatness. And then we have the devil. Yeah, let go of the things that no longer work in your life. Okay, that doesn't support you, that doesn't hold you up, that doesn't cheer you on. It doesn't raise your self-confidence or the awareness of the beauty of who you are, the talents, the abilities of what you carry in your toolbox, the unique person you are. And to let those things that do no longer work in your life, that do not support you in your life, that no longer has value, let it fall to the ground. Let it fall into the fires. Let it turn to ash and be reborn as the phoenix rising out of the ashes would. So, and I think throughout the weeklies, there was this definite rebirth. I think like 4 or 5 signs had some kind of, true death and rebirth throughout the experience of this week. So I'm not surprised that that card came up here at all. Okay, let's go to our oracle cards. I just kind of stopped there, listening to them. Okay, we have laughter, 47. Well, that takes us right back to the 5 energy, doesn't it? 47 is an 11 energy, and that is the master teacher showing up. Okay, how well are we learning the lessons? How well are we understanding that we can take that obstacle and make it an opportunity, or go through that obstacle towards the opportunity? So start creating giggles and laughter and joy and celebration into every moment of your life. Life is far too short anyways to not embrace every moment. If it can't be solved in the very moment, then maybe embrace the moment today. Laughter breaks up stagnant energy, gets things moving, and helps relax you. Laughter is a powerful antidote to stress, to pain, to conflict. Nothing works faster or more dependably to bring your mind and body back into balance than a good laugh. Humor lightens your burdens, inspires. I've got a little housefly here or something visiting me. Humor lightens your burdens, inspires hope, connects you to others, and keeps you grounded, focused, and alert. So yes, bring joy and laughter into every experience. I wanted to go to a fair in town, but my son has to work, so I'd just be going, solo for it. And I didn't really. I thought, well, I better not, because there's been a lot of commotion at this fair for some reason over the last several days, and so I know there's going to be, almost like a heaviness to it now. Like there'll be so much security and stuff like that that I think it'll take away a little bit of the joy. But Paul says you better not go, Mom, because you can be kind of flamboyant, and I'm not there to bring you back in. And I thought, yeah, he's got a point. But I don't think I would go anyways because my toes, I'm pretty sure the one has a hairline fracture. I'll probably lose at least one nail, if not three. And look at that, we had the peacock jump out. Strut your stuff. The peacock decided, no, we're going to talk about how great we are. Bring it out and to the front and show people just how wonderful you are. Peacock. Strut your stuff. Allow yourself to shine. That started about 3 weeks ago in the weeklies. I noticed it coming up. It came up very heavily about 3 weeks ago. Last week, it still was popping up in a couple of readings. And still this week, there's a couple of people that definitely got, just allow yourself to shine, that people are watching, people are taking notes. Even if you don't believe they are, okay? And you say, well, Tilly, I'm retired or I don't work. It doesn't matter to me if people are watching my talents and my abilities because I'm not going to do anything with those. But you are, because I can almost, a couple of you out there, more than a couple actually, so you're having a coffee or a tea or a glass of wine or a water or a beer with somebody in the neighborhood, and they belong to an organization and they are looking at you because they think that you would make a perfect fit. And before you know it, you're on the board of directors and you're starting to inspire them towards new beginnings. I mean, your new eyes coming in with a new voice, with plans, and they fall in love with you, and the rest is history kind of thing. So do not think because you aren't holding down a job or you want that career that in some way this energy does not affect you, because it affects you. Okay? You have to be open to the invitation, though. You have to be present for the invitation, and you have to put your best foot forward so that you are actually showing them what you actually have, what you bring to the table, what's in your toolbox. What are your talents, your abilities? Beauty, confidence, foresight, clairvoyance. Never bend your head, always hold it high, look the world straight in the eye. Peacock is completely aware of his beauty and wants you to work on believing that you too are beautiful inside and out. Peacock believes you've lost maybe some confidence in your inner and outer appearance. Oftentimes, to regain that confidence, you have to fake it to make it. And then it is then that you push yourself into a vibration which is true self. Fake it till you make it. There's a lot of truth to that, and there's a lot of uncomfortable kind of actions in that. Okay, so when you're faking it to making it, it's not pretending that you know it all until you do. It's more feasible to say, I don't know that, thanks for bringing it up, I'm going to look into it, I'll get back to you. You can do something like that, but it's more about, when you look in the mirror, you're shining, your eyes are glittering, you've got a smile ear to ear, you're inviting, you're open, and you look great, and you smell great, and that's the part, right? Are you inviting people towards you, or do you, you got your hair underneath the baseball cap and you're wearing your old sweatpants from college or something, yet still, I can't believe they still fit and they're wearing thin, but they're comfy as heck. And it almost looks like you're walking around in PJs. You might as well put on your little slippers and go out there too, because that's who you're showing them. And that is not who you want to showcase right now. You want to showcase that wonderful part of you, to look your best, to smile, to embrace life, to find this, or seek out joy and happiness. Seek it out or create it. Okay, back to the peacock. Peacock may have come into your life to show you that you are coming into a new spiritual growth path. There's a couple of you that are. It may be time to begin working on becoming a certified Reiki, quantum touch, taking a tarot or meditation class. And if you're feeling less than beautiful, embrace the peacock and allow him to help you strut your stuff. So it is about putting, showcasing yourself, showing them what you're made of, to step up on your platform. And there's only maybe 3 or 4 signs that's not advisable. So if you watch your weeklies, you'll know which category you fit into. Yeah, check out my newsletter, and this looks like a fabulous day. So enjoy it. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.